secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Antrax, and today I bring you my Backfire / hazard protection DPS build. Now, you could actually improve this build if you wanted. Instead of Adrenaline Rush, you could run Bloodsucker. For me, it'll be a better way to have Intimidate always proc, and you could multiply your armor by twice as much. So you could be rocking almost 2 million armor if you had to proc Bloodsucker all the way up. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but if you were to use Bloodsucker, it mitigates some of the status effects. So if you were playing heroic missions with special ammo on, if you have extra, the blue armor on top, whatever status you get on, it'll say that you have the status, but you won't feel the effect. It will be the same if you were to run this build with a hazard protection and just having Bloodsucker. You will get the bleed from the Backfire, but you're not gonna get the damage. Now, I'm trying to make a build where you're not gonna be able to get the bleed and it's not gonna slow you down. With this build, I'm completely immune to bleed, and I have 90% of the rest hazard protection. Now, as you can see, I'm rocking the improvised holster. Now it's even better because you could use any mod on it. And for me, this is the best way to run a hazard protection build, especially for the Backfire. So you don't have to run the 3, 5, 11 pieces. You lose so much DPS. So what I did was I went for the 2 Seska, the 1 Yal. Then I went for 2 Sokolovs to get the SMG damage and the crit damage. And I have hazard protection all around. So just on the pieces alone, I should have 60% if at max, plus the 10% from the watch, 10% from the gel, and 10% from the 2 pieces. If we're going to my stats, I'm at almost 90% everywhere. And since I'm using that improvised holster, I'm able to use that bleed resistance mod. So I'm at 99.7. Now from 97 and up, you are completely immune. So in case you had less, it's okay. 97 up. I think 96.8 should be the cap. And I have crit damage mod, another crit damage mod. I roll crit chance because the Backfire doesn't have much crit chance. Let me see how much it has. So 5. So in total it has only 26 crit chance because it has some crit damage and stability mods. So you have to spec into crit chance, and having the 2-piece Seska or the 1-piece will give you the extra crit chance. So that's good. I'm using the firewall because the striker shield is still one of the best skills that you could be running with a DPS in PvE content. I get an additional 12% damage per enemy in front of the shield. What the Backfire does is payment in kind. Every time you hit a target, it will give you 1% critical hit damage, and you can stack it up 200 times. Now, the buff lasts 10 seconds. That means that once you get out of combat, if you don't shoot an enemy within 10 seconds, you're going to lose a buff. So that's key. Have that in mind. And every time you reload, it will apply a 10-second bleed to yourself, which deals 0.5 armor damage per stack. So the more crit damage you have stacked on the weapon, the more the damage is going to be. So secondary, I'm using the shotgun, the MUP. It has that 10% armor on kill, and I have it within sync. My pistol is the Arvid Perfect Finisher. It gives me an additional 35% crit chance, 40% crit damage on kill for 15 seconds. I'm using Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush. Again, Bloodsucker will be ideal here. But if I were to use Bloodsucker, I will have to switch one of the crit damage mods to get that bleed resistance, because I don't have a really good piece. So I will have to give up the improvised holster. Now mine is extremely good. Max weapon damage, almost max crit damage. And I have that 10% hazard protection. So you could rock if you wanted to. What would be a good combination? Now I think at the moment this is the best way to run it. If you want to completely mitigate the bleed status and the bleed damage to yourself. So I'm going to stop the video here. And I hope you guys like the build. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.